waves cut through me, hypnotized.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kefe and you welcome Pride Sabi. So guys, in today's video I'll be sharing with you my first experience at the University of the Free State at Gqagqa campus. So I did my first day in 2019. I was 19, Kili 2K. So did my first day in 2019 at UOF's Gqagqa campus, and I'm going to start at the beginning until the end. So before I start, I wasn't accepted in any university, meaning I got rejected that I applied at, but there was this one course that I applied at through ECAO, and they told me if I could come back in the second semester and register. Second semester, I've upgraded my maths marks, so I told myself no, I'm not going to put myself in that pressure and stress of your balance food, because a young trap if I so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I went to UJ with hope maybe, even though I'm rejected on my both options, maybe ngama workings bangangithatha, and they did not. They told me ukuthi space asikho, and I got depressed. I do not want to lie, ngizambe ebuhlungu, and bengikhalela bonke abantu bahamba packing and all of that. So ngathi yazi I can ngizoyenza, I would just apply second semester la kuvulwe khona, bese ngathi nandaba as long as bengingekho ekhaya, because kuhle kwabhora nje January abantu sebabuyile esikolweni bese ngibhorekile nje clear. So bese ngacceptile ukuthi second semester I'm going to apply, and my first option was ukuthi I will apply at Mutheo, which is here in Bloem. Alright, February, the first week of February, I was talking to my friend. It was in the morning, probably around 9 to 10. So we were busy talking through WhatsApp, and then she tells me ukuthi kunama workings at Gqagqa campus, and yeah, she's already on her way there. I was like, yo, and then she told me ukuthi I must just come and hope for the best. I was like, okay, cool, together. And then mind you, I've never hiked alone, I've never went outside to my hometown, anyone. So I was panicking, I did not know what to bring with me, and I didn't have money. So I called my grandmother quickly. I'm just okay, Tiwa, they are taking students at Gqagqa campus and I want to go there. At okay, economically good. One thing about Abokok, they would be prepared for everything, and they will always have cash in case of my emergency. So I went there, I got the cash. I gave her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I did not clean, I did not make up the bed, because the moment she told me Uguti there are workings at Gqagqa campus, I was in bed. Haven't eaten. I took an apple, I took a scoop samanzi, then I went to the hiking station, and the hiking station is there from where I stay, probably 30 minutes. I got there probably around 12, and then I started hiking. I do not know where to point. Until this car stopped, and then Lobabawati, you're just standing and you're not pointing anywhere. So we expect then I told him I do not know how to hike. It's my first time here, and anyone. It's like, okay, cool, where are you going? I told him, and then we left. So I think around 1, and I got at Gqagqa campus on 4. When I got there, there was no one outside, no car, just a big white tent. And when I was approaching the tent, I realized there's no noise, meaning I started to panic. 230. So I got there, and then I told about 2, and then I asked them, are they still taking any students? And then they said yes, they are. I must hand in my statement. I gave them my statement, and then they counted my points, and then babala, they checked the English, and then they wrote down the course that had space, which was Bachelor of Social Sciences, Humanities name. So they told me I must go to Mandela Hall. I do not know where Mandela Hall is. Got to the gate, I told the security, I am told that I need to go to Mandela Hall in order to register and all of that. And then he was like, kana go ngathi mina limona. So I just got here now and give late. So Kupang say Mandela Hall. He took me there, and when I arrived at the door, into yangihlangameza was ukushisa. You know when there's in a room full of people, so I was calmed by the heat. And then I stood there, I texted my friend Ngambuzut, okay, ugopi. She told me, but I could not see anything. There were a lot of people, there was noise, but we up and down. I couldn't even understand what was happening. I couldn't even see Guti. There were sections there. So she told me, and then I asked Guti, I was told to go to Humanities. Where is that? Who do I ask, or who do I go to? She told me, Guti, okay, there are those people wearing isn't this Bala, ask that person, any person that you see. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw one, I asked him, and then he showed me where my faculty was. I got there, probably 30 minutes, and then I got some forms. I had to fill those forms in and then hand them back. Basically, I was given a list of modules to choose from, and then they gave me explanations and all of that. So what I managed to do on that day, it was on Thursday, I managed to have all the modules written down, and then by the time we were told we're not continuing anymore, we have to cut everything for today. We're going to continue tomorrow at 6 o'clock, so by 6 you have to be here in your line. I was like, 6? You? Okay, cool. And then I was beginning to get stressed with, okay, where am I going to sleep? Because I'm next, not even a toothbrush, if I slap, nothing. And then they said, if you have accommodation you can go, but if you don't, wait a bit, we're going to give you accommodation, which was emergency rest. We went to the emergency rest, and Satola the room. Okay, we got different rooms, but we decided to sleep in my room. And then we did not have blankets, so that day we ate brown acha with Coca-Cola that day. It was bad, really bad. So we woke up early in the morning, and they bought their toiletries, and all of that. Others are there with their parents. It was something else. So we just went there, right, and then we went back to the hall. So I do not know that if you already have a student number, there are certain lines that you won't have to be in. So I wasted time until I was told, if you own a student number, come. Went there, and then I had to check if NSFAS is going to fund me, which it did. And then I continued doing everything that I was supposed to do, and then I got my proof of registration. I was so happy. I texted my mom, I'm just okay, Yonkinto is set, and but I must come back on Monday with everything. I was like, okay, cool. It was around 5, if I remember correctly, and then we hiked back home. I figure around 8. I had a massive headache. I was hungry. I wanted to bath, eat, and sleep. That's what I did. Woke up in the morning Saturday, and then I went to town to buy everything that I needed. And Kukwamwang said about everything. It's crazy how she was more than prepared. So she gave me imali ukuthi hambo thenga zonke izinto osidingayo, and then if you are shorter, would call me. Did that, and I got everything that I needed packed, and we left on Sunday. Monday we got back. We got to on campus, and I did my student card, got my study guides and all of the things that I needed for the semester. And yeah, things started to fall into place. Well, let me talk about the accommodation. So when we came back in a weekend, I contacted a certain landlord, and then I'm telling we need accommodation, we're two. And then he was like, okay, I have rooms for you and I have some rules. I was like, okay, cool, this sounds interesting. And then he was like, at 6 o'clock we lock the gates, meaning by 6 you have to be in the yard. And I was like, okay, I don't have a problem with that. And then the way he explained everything, you would swear Uti he was talking about a bedroom. In my mind, I had Uti room like kuma bedroom. I see there's a bed, there's a cupboard, there's a TV and a wardrobe. I was like, okay, this sounds nice. And I can't remember how much was it. When we got there, first of all, I get al cake. Jump in the gate little. So I was surprised with him. Baba, we take it like Kiwa, but you didn't take Kiwa. I couldn't understand. Okay, number 2, it was one house, meaning we were going to share a house no landlord. Okay, and then when we got to the room,
there's a lot going on here. Hey,
because the room had one bed. There was a mess, and it's that day because they told me utikaya mosuga iya straight ka kokwako. Me being me, I went there first before nyala to corner. So I was really disappointed, and Kokwa was like, Ulaegil, I told you to come here when I was here like finger corner, so Ulaegil. After that, we stayed with my grandmother for a few days or a week, can't remember, and then we got a place, and it was a mess again. We were cooking. We were paying 750 each. We were sharing a bed. There were no hot drops. There was one fridge, and we did not have a stove. Besingana cabinet, besingana matafuli. Ne? Istulo besi one. Inchele besipakele grocery pants kanje. Ngeqathula kanjalo. That's how we picked our groceries. And the 2 plates that we had by triple gas, so each and every time we would cook, the electricity would go off, so we had to use the one base in Umganam. And then yeah, it was a mess.
everything is messed up.
That's when I started to look for a place, and then immediately Mangi told, I remember I knew one. We just went out, just moved out from that accommodation. So I going listening to, and then we told that to know Uncle Lamganami which was a lie. We got there, but we have one room, we're sharing a room, different beds, we have a wardrobe, speakers, table. It was alright, but you're right, perfect. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I started attending classes and all of that. So ngalahleka, had to ask around ukuthi ikuphi indawo so ikuphi building lena tontoni. But because the campus is not that big, it was easier for me to remember ukuthi mawusukala nyala. Yeah? So I attended, everything was okay, it was fine, and I was happy. Yeah? I was so happy. And then I wrote my first semester tests. And I cannot believe that I failed one. It's crazy how I got a distinction for Lena and then I failed dismally. The first mistake that I made was not to read the study guide, was not to read thoroughly the scope. So scope CT, we will be answering short questions. It was a history paper, short questions only, meaning I was supposed to study in which year, the event, the names of the people, but girl did not do that. Instead, I studied izinto zaboma essay, paragraph, a lot, and that made me forget lezo zinto lezi encane ukuthi in which year did this event take place. So I failed that test, and then le enye, it was a sociology, I passed with distinction. But I feel like that one was straightforward. Even the scopes are kind of straightforward, which okay, you're going to focus lana na lana. Cool. First year, first semester test, got our first allowance, book allowance plus meal allowance. It was a lot. I was so happy. Yeah, I called it home. I won't need money, but and I already had money from Gogo. So I called my mom, imali ingenile, you don't have to worry about anything from now on. And I will use this money for ukudla, ukuthenga impahla, because I do not have impahla city. So I told them, and then Ugel went on shopping. Ngatenga impahla, I ordered food, and it was so nice, so nice. I recommend studying, guys. I recommend kufunda, because imagine getting money just because we are funda, man. Because we are funda. It's nice, guys. It's really nice. So yeah, I enjoyed that moment. I enjoyed that moment because I had a book allowance, and then a meal allowance, and then I applied for private accommodation, and then we paid like $650, I think. Yeah, $650 for rent, and initially NSFAS was giving us 3.4. I was rich, but your girl decided to move to Bloom campus. I was really rich. Thing is, with Gaga campus, I did not feel safe. I did not feel as if I was in varsity. The environment that I was in, because I would meet people in Bazio from my hometown. I would meet my grandmother from now and then. So you get me. Plus, I felt like as a kid where I could go and groove, things like that. So I was like, I'm going la. Nope, I'm going. So we got our first kind of party niana, welcome to my first day. So they bring a certain celebrity, and then in school, and then you groove, all of those things. So they bought Usiswa 2019. It was nice. It was a nice experience having to drink alcohol without any supervision. Sabuya late, it was the best, the things bona la ukuthi no. So it was really nice. I do not want to lie, it was nice, and I really enjoyed my first day. Did I? Yes, I did. And I remember we came to Bloom. We came to Bloom. I had other reasons why I was coming to Bloom, and also there was a friend of mine, we went to an event at Bloom campus, and the moment I saw the Bloom campus, I was like, okay, I am coming here next year. This is varsity. I don't know, but I did not feel like into that city. I do not want to lie. So Mangboni Bloom campus, I was like, I'm coming back. When I saw it Bloom J as a whole, I was like, next year. And that's what I literally did. So I really enjoyed my first year. I was used to Gaga campus. I was used to being a Gaga. Just that I hated the fact that every time when I went to buy food, every time I wanted to just relax, moya it down, and it's a lot, man. But all in all, I did enjoy my year. Being nice, being right. But I felt like my first day in Bloom, when I came to a place that I wanted to be, a place that ngiyibona ukuthi okay la ngisivarsity ngine-room lam, I have a table right, I stay in a student accommodation, angeke ngiphume egate then ngithi dumelang bingelela bogogo or ini ngeke ngibone izinja zami estrate, you know, things like that. I'll literally go to the mall kupholile, unlike eQaqwa you would go to Steam and you would see a lot of people. You would swear with him at the end. Lapho it's not. So yeah, that's how my first year was. So yeah guys, that was my experience. Not like but it was nice, I guess. It was nice, yeah. So if you like this video, do not forget to comment, like, share, and click the subscribe button to join the Ntanoke family. Until next time,